Welcome back, guys. I'm back, your favorite guy, your favorite dude, favorite reporter, favorite YouTuber. We are back to talk more about boxing, influential boxing, YouTube boxing, whatever you're gonna call it. One of the greatest sports ever, is back in action. January 14th, KSI comes back to not can't say that word to knock out Dylan Dennis. Easy money. I think KSI got it, man. It's gonna be a great fight. But guess what? The undercards that have came out in the past couple of days are amazing. They've done a great job, man. This is amazing. This is like a dream. If somebody asks you what your dream card is, this would be very close to it. We don't get this a lot, and if this goes to plan, everybody shows up, nobody gets hurt, and everybody fights on like it is right now. This will be I believe this will be the best influential card in boxing to this day. To this day, we've had a lot. I think we've had bigger fights than this main event. This main event not the best. KSI versus Dylan Dennis is not gonna sell. Like millions. It's not the best. Logan Paul KSI beats this main event every day of the week, but it's consistent throughout the whole day. You're not gonna get bored. Every single card in this fight so far is interesting, and there's no winner. That's why it makes it so good. It's not about one fight of the night. It's about the whole card. This card is amazing. It makes every fight amazing, and it will be entertaining. Like the first Misfits, there will be tension throughout the whole day. The first Misfits was amazing, but I think this one might beat it. I believe it will. It's going to be a lot of eyes. A lot of people in the stadium. Wembley Stadium, OVO Arena. Going to get packed. I believe it will. No seats open. Yeah. But let's get back to let's start with the first card. Not the main event. Let's start from the bottom. Start from the first fights. I have no idea if they released all the cards yet, but we're gonna start off with the most recent one they've released so far. The first one will be Joe Fournier. Is how you say it? Joe Fournier against who's he fighting? He's fighting. He will be fighting Christodelu, I think. I don't know how to say his name. Tony. Joe Fournier against Tony. Chris something. Yeah. I have no idea who these guys are. I think I know who Joe is though. Joe's supposed to fight KSI, or KSI wanted to fight him. Like it would be a great test because apparently he's 9-0. And he's fighting a former UFC fighter. This is one of them Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley things again. And I don't have no idea who they are, honestly. But looking at stats and how everything looks so far, I think Joe would beat him. Because he's an actual professional fighter. He's a 9-0 boxer. I don't think he's fought against very good people, but I think he has the upper hand on there. On the other hand, I think, by the looks of it, I think Joe has experience because he's a former UFC fighter. So he's got a lot of fighting experience. I don't know if he's retired, but he probably is because he's former. But it would be like a tar on Jake Paul. It could go either ways. If Tyron Woodley had more talent, he would have done better. If he was more talented boxer and just better at technique, probably would have been Jake Paul. So this can go either way. But by the looks of the 9-0 record by Joe, I'm gonna have to go with him. I think he can beat Tony. Knockout. I think it'll be like a late knockout or win by decision. UFC fighters are not that easy to knock out. You'd have to blow them like Jake Paul did. Well, I think they're not good if they don't have good technique like Ben Askren. But this guy looks like He's in better shape than Ben Askren. If Ben Askren was in better shape, he would have lasted longer. So I think Joe wins it by decision. Maybe late round knockout, but yeah. I mean, it's gonna be entertaining though. It'll get better by the time we get closer. All right, next up we got what's her name? We got Faith Ordway against Elle Brooke, I think. Yeah, Elle Brooke against Faith Ordway. I have no idea who they are. I think Elle Brooke she's fought. I think she's 1-0, I think, and she looked really good actually. I think she's one of the best boxers out there, female boxers out there, besides Astrid Wett. Faith Ordway, by the way I see her training videos, she looks in great shape actually. They both look in amazing shape, so this would be interesting to watch. I don't know who's been training longer. I think Elle Brooke has been maybe training a little bit longer, unless Faith has been doing it for a while now. But yeah, she looks in great shape, you know. This could be a cardio battle, because I feel like they're going to be throwing punches at each other back to back, like swinging. And the one who can take the punch better will survive. I don't really know who will win this fight, honestly, because I mean, we're getting so new into the game that we don't know. They don't have any records. But by seeing Elle Brooke being 1-0, I'm gonna have to give it to her. She looks in great shape, and she's been doing it for a while. But Faith looks good on the bags too. Apparently, I've seen videos of her. I just saw a video the other day for her in the bag. But I'm gonna have to give it to Elle Brooke because she's 1-0, and she's got she's got the less pressure on her, or maybe she got some more because she has to prove it. But I'm gonna go with Brooke. Next up, we got Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy is back in action. He don't take breaks, man. Pretty Boy don't take breaks. He loves to hit. He loved it when he punched Dylan Dennis in the face. Right from coming back right from the Abu Dhabi fight, or the Dubai fight, yeah, the Mayweather fight undercard, Mayweather Deji undercard, and this guy can't take breaks. This guy's back in action. He's always in the gym, always hitting that bag, getting ready for his next victim of his right hook, Mike Tyson style. Always getting ready, perfecting it, getting better. This guy has been fighting for a lot, man. These past 2 years, this guy's fighting like a madman. But he's fighting one of JJ's boys. A real fighter. He's fighting a real fighter who has way more wins than Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury beat Anthony. He didn't knock him out, so... And I think Tommy's not that good because if he was a real boxer, he would have knocked him out. But, you know, Anthony's tough. You have to hit him so many times and he will keep coming. But now that he's fighting an actual boxer who's I think he's 12-0. This guy's not playing Anthony Taylor. This will be the biggest test for him. We'll see if he's legit in this fight. This will determine if Anthony Taylor is a real Pretty Boy and he's the real next Mike Tyson. Because you got to survive this guy, man. I don't know how... I haven't seen videos of this guy. But by the looks of it, he looks like he's really good. What's his name? Idris VIRGO? Yeah, you're going to have to really put in the work, man. My predictions for right now as it stands, he's fighting a 12-0 boxer. I don't think he can beat him, honestly. I think Anthony's tough. I can see a split decision win, or I can see it going a distance. I can see Anthony Taylor losing to distance, cause you don't play around with real boxers. They know actual technique. Last time he fought a bag of trash. This guy will win by points. He will come at you hard. Whoa. Excuse me. But he will keep coming to you, and he will get them points on you, man. And I don't know, I haven't seen how this guy fights, but if he's really tough and like punches hard, he can knock him out because he's an actual boxer. And this is the biggest test for Anthony Taylor, I believe. Tommy Fury was a test, but this guy has way more wins than him. And yeah, he's trained with KSI. Hard work every day. Honestly, I want Taylor to win. I want him to prove people wrong. But for right now, I have no words. I will keep looking at more stuff and see what he has. Next up, we got the two bad mans. We got SWARMZ against Ryan Taylor. What? This is crazy. I don't know why this fight is happening so quick. I don't know why SWARMZ would. SWARMZ, big up to SWARMZ. My man fought KSI on barely any training, and instead of starting from the bottom and making his way up by actually fighting in a fair fight where he can actually do stuff and train for a little bit, instead of fighting somebody at the bottom, my man's fighting the guy who almost made almost Slim stumble. He's fighting the guy who gave Slim problems. You know how tough you have to be to take that fight. Hey, big up to SWARMZ. His technique is terrible. Last time he terrible. Never trained. I can see that. I can see why, but terrible. And I feel like if you give him some time, he will do pretty good. You know, we need him. I think we need him around the Madmans. But I think this fight's gonna be dirty. I think a lot of swinging and a lot of punching. And I don't know if SWARMZ could take this because Ryan Taylor has a big iron chin, man. This man was taking blows from Slim and was still standing with blood on his face. I don't know if SWARMZ has the same capacity and has the same strength as Slim had and the same technique. Because you're going to need way more now. Because I feel like Taylor is coming back stronger. And I just don't see SWARMZ winning. I don't feel like it's going to be a learning experience for him. I think this is SWARMZ. I think it's his first real actual fight where he actually trains. And I think that's a big jump, honestly. So I think, from my perspective, Taylor will stop him in the second round, maybe. Or if SWARMZ is really tough, it will go to distance. But I see Ryan Taylor stopping him, maybe second round. But yeah, it's gonna be entertaining, you know. Press conference, it's gonna be fun. I believe so. Next up, we got Salt PAPI against Josh BRUECKNER. What a fight, man! What a fight! Salt PAPI's getting tested for the first time in his life. He's fought 2 garbage bags. No offense to Halal. I love him. But that fight, he did not turn up to fight. And Salt PAPI they thought he was like a guy who couldn't win. And people thought he was going to get destroyed. But Salt PAPI said, I'm that guy. And he's been working hard ever since that first fight. My man has lost a lot of weight. And he lost weight and people still doubted him. But that last fight he had, that knockout, he made a statement that night. That night he made a statement that he's one of the guys that you don't fight. Nobody wants to fight Salt PAPI, and especially nobody wants to fight Josh BRUECKNER after what he did to that guy. But you know what, Salt PAPI, you gotta give props to both of them for fighting each other. Nobody wants to fight these guys. So these 2 guys fighting each other like that, this is a fight that you would want to see. I'm excited, you know. Salt PAPI, I want to see him get tested finally. A fight where it's not one-sided and he doesn't knock out people in like 3 seconds. Josh has been dominating, you know. He's got a lot of experience, man, a lot. And Salt PAPI's been fighting for a long time, apparently. So experience versus experience. Who wants some more, though? I'm going to go with Salt PAPI. I feel like Salt PAPI can go to distance and give him blows. You know, Saul Puppy's gonna test him out. It's gonna be tough. No, it's not gonna be easy at all. But Saul Puppy will come in with the points, get more blows on him, show better technique. It will be a dogfight. It will come down to the last wire. I can see it as a draw, but I'm picking Saul Puppy for this one. And next up, we got the Madman Slim, the Hitman from downtown, Brooklyn, against Tom Zanetti, who apparently has experience also with MMA or some stuff, kickboxing, I think. And he's tough. Apparently, he's tougher than Ryan Taylor, apparently. And he's better and tougher and taller and stronger than Ryan Taylor. So, if this is all true, it's going to be hard for Slim, you know. Slim's got to work on his last fight and see all the holes that he missed. Because, you know, there's a lot to work on from that last fight. We didn't see the same Slim we've been seeing. I don't know if it was Ryan Taylor's really good or he just... I feel like he was really good. I feel like Slim needs to improve a little bit more and just look at the holes. If he can fill the gaps, he will take... I feel like I can see another Slim win here. Another knockout by Slim. But it'll be tough, I think. I think Tom... I've never seen him fight before, but by the looks of it, I think he will... I think it's going to be fireworks. It's going to be a tough fight. But I see Slim knocking him out in the third round, maybe. Slim knockout in the third round. If not, goes to distance to Slim. But I don't see Tom Zanetti winning this one. But who knows? Now we got the main event. I've already talked about this. You already know what's going to happen. KSI's going to knock out Dylan Dennis in the second round, baby. Second round. If not, third round. But he's going to get him out of there. You know. Dylan, I don't know if he's going to be aggressive. I have no idea. By the way he talks, he's going to come out thinking he's a bad man. Talking like Nate Diaz. He's going to think he's a bad man. He's going to try to play with him. He's going to think he's big and bad. He's going to try to hit KSI. KSI's going to duck it and lights out. But yeah, this is another test for KSI. He's kind of taking the Jake Paul journey. Fighting an MMA fighter and then fighting a world champion. And then KSI could fight a real boxer after that. I think the perfect journey for him is to fight this guy and then fight Tyron Woodley and then fight a real boxer and then go for Jake Paul. That'll be the final great ending that we're waiting to see. But who knows who he fights next. But you know your boy KSI gonna come through with a knockout. But yeah, that is my thoughts on the card so far. I don't know if there's more cards coming out or I think that's the full card. But either way, I'm happy with that card. Amazing card. Fireworks. It's gonna be amazing. Make sure you get the tickets now. Make sure you buy the pay-per-view when it comes out. Make sure you take the day off that day. Have time to look at every single fight because you're not gonna want to miss this. And I will see you guys in another video.